Have you ever read your horoscope and thought, wow, this is so accurate. My zodiac sign must influence my personality? Or maybe you've wondered, is there any science behind astrology, or is it all just made up? In this video, we'll explore the origins of astrology, its connection to astronomy, and whether zodiac signs hold any scientific truth. Let's dive in. Astrology is the belief that the positions and movements of celestial bodies, like the sun, moon, and planets, can influence human behavior, personality, and even events on Earth. It dates back thousands of years to ancient civilizations like the Babylonians, who noticed patterns in the sky and linked them to events on Earth. The Babylonians divided the sky into 12 sections, each associated with a constellation, creating the zodiac signs we know today: Aries, Taurus, Gemini, and so on. Over time, astrology became deeply embedded in many cultures, influencing everything from farming practices to royal decisions. Now let's clear up a common confusion. Astrology and astronomy are not the same thing. Astronomy is a branch of science that studies celestial objects like stars, planets, and galaxies. It's based on observation, evidence, and mathematical predictions. Astrology, on the other hand, is a belief system. While it uses celestial positions, it doesn't rely on scientific evidence. The two were closely linked in ancient times, but during the scientific revolution in the 16th and 17th centuries, astronomy became a science, and astrology was left behind as a pseudoscience. So, while astronomy studies the actual universe, astrology interprets celestial movements symbolically to make claims about human lives. Here's where it gets interesting. Astrology is based on the idea that the sun's position in the zodiac at your birth determines your personality. But there's a major problem. Due to a phenomenon called axial precession, the zodiac signs no longer align with the constellations they're named after. Axial precession is the slow wobble of Earth's axis, which changes the position of the stars over thousands of years. When the zodiac system was created about 2,000 years ago, the sun passed through Aries during spring. But today, due to this wobble, the sun passes through Pisces during the same time of year. In fact, if you follow the actual constellations, your zodiac sign is likely different from what astrology tells you. This disconnect alone shows that astrology isn't rooted in modern celestial realities. So, what does science say about astrology? Over the years, researchers have tested whether zodiac signs influence personality, behavior, or life events. And the results are clear. There's no scientific evidence to support astrology. One of the most famous studies was conducted by physicist Sean Carlson in 1985. He tested astrologers' ability to match birth charts to people's actual personalities and compared their results to random guessing. The astrologers performed no better than chance. Another study published in the journal Personality and Individual Differences found no correlation between zodiac signs and personality traits, intelligence, or career choices. In other words, your zodiac sign doesn't predict who you are. Now, if astrology isn't scientifically supported, why do so many people feel like their horoscopes are accurate? This comes down to psychological effects like the Barnum effect. The Barnum effect is when people believe vague, general statements apply specifically to them. For example, a horoscope might say, "You're a creative person who sometimes doubts yourself." That could apply to almost anyone, right? Astrology also plays into confirmation bias, where we notice information that fits our beliefs and ignore what doesn't. So if your horoscope says you'll have a great day and something good happens, you might attribute it to astrology, even though it's just coincidence. Even without scientific backing, astrology remains incredibly popular. Why? Because it's fun, social, and provides a sense of identity and comfort. In a world full of uncertainty, astrology offers simple explanations for complex emotions and events. It's also worth noting that astrology is deeply tied to history, culture, and storytelling. So while it may not hold scientific truth, it's an important part of human tradition and creativity. So, Do zodiac signs hold any truth? From a scientific perspective, the answer is no. Astrology doesn't have evidence to back its claims, and the zodiac system doesn't align with the actual positions of stars anymore. But that doesn't mean astrology doesn't have value. It can be a fun way to connect with others, reflect on your personality, or explore ancient traditions. At the end of the day, whether you believe in astrology or not is up to you. But now you have the facts to make an informed decision. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more science-based explorations. And let me know in the comments, what's your zodiac sign and whether you believe in astrology. See you next time.